Hello, people. I'm not here hating on people who's like, who are homeowners who have house. I'm not hating. Matter of fact, I had a college buddy of mine. We graduated the same time from college, and he bought his first house. That was like back in 2011. And he's a very good friend of mine. I just want to live comfortable. Do I want to be a homeowner? Yes, I want to be a homeowner. I would like to have a house today. I would like to buy a house today. But the thing is I want to live comfortable. I can live comfortable. Like right now, this house that I'm renting is a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom. The location is not too far. And I live comfortable. When I say I live comfortable, meaning is I can afford it. Okay, and I can even afford to move out and go somewhere else and live somewhere. I can afford renting. That's what I'm saying. I cannot afford to buy a house. I do not have the big down payment because I don't want to do no program or nothing like that. I just want to come up with a big down payment that way I can avoid the PMI, and the house that I want, Now, I ain't gonna lie, because I want a big house, but not like a big house. I just want a house with space. Like, really, I would like to have like a 5 bedroom house with like 2 car garage, like maybe 4 bathroom. Like, when I do buy a house, I don't want to buy a house that I can afford. I mean, that don't make no sense. Of course, that's what I want. I want to be able to afford it. But I don't want the house to choose me. I want to choose the house, if that makes sense. And I don't want the house to own me. I want to own the house, if that makes sense. And when I do purchase a house, I just want to be able to do it comfortable. I don't want to be able to be house poor or having to have 4 or 5 jobs or having to, I don't want the house to own me. Kind of like the same way, cars. I got a lot of cars outside. They all pay cash. I'm not paying no payments beside insurance. Like, I'm not drowning in debt on my vehicle because that's somewhere I want my car to be. I want to be able to afford it. And I guess the key words here is comfortable. I just want to live a comfortable life. And I want to have money in the bank for emergency. So it's better to be able to live comfortable. Like I said, I do want to have a house. I do want to own a house. Reason why I want to own a house is I guess stability. That's really it. Because any day the landlord can be like, hey man, we're selling this house, you want to buy it? Or apartments. No, I don't do apartments because I got so many cars and I got a lawn care business. I just need space. I need space, But as much as I do want a house for stability, and then a home that me and my sons can call forever till we sell it and move out. I don't mind renting because I want to live comfortable. I want to be able to buy food in the fridge. I want to be able to put gas in my car without even, I want to be able to eat. I want to be. I guess that's the problem. But I just want to live comfortable. So could I stretch it and try to get this program, trying to do this, trying to do that, and trying to get a house? Yeah, but I won't be able to afford it comfortable. Then I will be house poor. House poor is basically when you have a house. My parents, like when my dad bought his first house, we was house poor. Yes, he bought a house, and it was a nice little house. I had my own bedroom. The girls had their own bedroom. But he was struggling with the payments. He could barely buy food for their house. Lots keep getting cut off. And my dad is a great provider, don't get me wrong. I just think he did it too soon. And I do not want to make that mistake. I was like, man, would have just better off been in the apartment, really. So that's why I'm at it. I just don't want to see where a lot of people messed up at their house on them, meaning they can't afford it. They can't afford it. And some people, which is not a bad thing, have to go back to renting and be like, I have a buddy of mine actually at work. He was telling me how they was thinking about selling their house because they couldn't afford the mortgage and they were going back to rent. And that's okay. It's not like it's not like it's okay. It's always okay to start over or go back. You be like, okay, this didn't work out. Cool. Maybe a different time. But nah, don't get me wrong. I would love a house. I would love to buy a house. I do want to buy a house, but the timing is not like finance. The timing is not good, but excuse me. But I can live comfortable. Like I can live comfortable, and when my income increase, as long as I can remain comfortable, because like I won't be able to buy a house that I want to buy. I'm like, not really the house I want, but it's what I can afford. See, I don't really want to be like that. I mean, to an extent, so, it's gonna be like that, but it gotta be in this area. It gotta be, it gotta be so much. You gotta have this, you gotta have that. I don't be like, all right, this is just a starter house for now. No. Even if it's not my first house, even if it's not as big as I want it to be, but it gotta be big enough for what I want and for what it needs to be. But the message here is take your time. Don't bite more than you can chew. Don't make the mistake. And my father is a good father that my father did. Don't take out loans. Don't do this. Don't do that. If you don't have the funds to buy a house, just wait. There's pros and cons of renting versus ownership. And but yeah, so yeah.